Greetings from Florida. Here we're working on a 2011 to 14 Chrysler Sebring or Chrysler 200, the convertible. This is the passenger window regulator, and that's what we're replacing on it. A little more challenging than most. I was already here once. I locked the window up and disconnected it. So be careful taking off that side view mirror cover. That's a real problem. We'll go over that in a minute. So you've got a couple covers there and there. You've got 3 small Torx screws. I want to say 15. Yeah, I think 15. Torx 15. You don't need to remove that round indented cover on the side there, on the left. Not necessary. So I'm taking out the screws, and there's one right there. And we're going to pull it out. If you need to lock it up in the meantime until you can get the part in, take the motor off, you should be able to push the glass up and then drill a hole. You'll see in a second where we drilled it. So we're going to undo the cable that goes to that silver handle that you just saw move. We undid the wiring harness that goes to the switch. We're going to take out the speaker. Be careful, you don't want to puncture your speaker. By the way, the clip's at double speed, so you don't have to watch it all day. If you have any questions, ask right here on YouTube. Thank you. If you like the video, go ahead and hit like, and that'll help other people such as yourself find it on video on YouTube. So next up, $2.99 Harbor Freight suction cup. Good stuff. So that's where I had the drill bit right there on the left-hand side, right above my hand right there. I just drilled a hole right in the bracket, right under where the bracket holds the glass to hold it in place until I can get the part in. And then once I do that, you're taking out, I believe, 10 millimeter. You've got a bolt there and one that you're going to loosen over on this side, on the left side. Put the window up. I don't think I took it out. You might have it at a slight angle to make it easier. You can take it out if you want to, but you'll need to remove the belt molding, that rubber strip. So we're taking out all the 10 millimeter bolts that go all the way around the regulator, around the plate. You don't need to take out, the repair manual will say take out the latch, take out the handle. You don't need to do that. It's a pain in the ass. So just trust me, do it this way. You've got Torx 30 bolts at the top there that hold the regulator onto the panel, and I believe 13 millimeter nuts on the bottom. I'm trying to find my 13 millimeter. Yep, there it is. I've gotten both the Chrysler part for this as well as the aftermarket parts for these. They seem to be fine. The aftermarket parts seem to be fine. I don't have a problem with it. So then pull back the regulator, the plate. And you're gonna, oh, there's one other clip that goes to one of the wires. It's right there. And I'm just going ahead, squeeze it in, push it in. You'll be putting that back as well. Now getting it out's a challenge only because that's why they want you to take the entire plate off, because there's not as much room to get it out, but you can get it out. Just be patient. Remember, you're not a real surgeon until you've killed your first patient. And then I'm sure you want to reach inside there and see if there's any additional pieces that fell to the bottom. There might be. Grab the new one. Check the orientation. Make sure you got it going in the right direction. Once again, if this is helpful, do me a favor, like the video. I would appreciate it. If you'd like us to do this and you're in Tampa Bay or Minnesota, give us a call, Power Up Auto. We can do this for you. All right, and then what I like to do, once I've got everything lined up, is get the motor on first. So that one, the interior spool on the regulator doesn't unspool, and two, you'll need to have the motor on before you put the glass back onto the clips. Pretty sure those are Torx 30s. Putting in just a couple of them, I think, until we can get things lined up. Putting on the 13mm nut on the bottom. And that's the Torx 30 bolts. Tightening down the 13mm nut. And then here's that, I probably could have put this on before I put the whole thing back in. I'm putting in that that retainer, that plastic retainer. It goes around one of the cables and then pops into that hole that you saw. You can't see it right now, I'm blocking it, but I think you know where it is. What I was saying about that side view mirror cover, the metal prongs that anchor into the panel, you see the two, the vertical and the horizontal slits there on the upper left. Those things break off all the time, really common. So you can try to super glue them back on, or better bet, when you take it off, try to use like a mini crowbar tool for automotive and see if you can pull it off carefully without breaking off the clips. It's very difficult. They all break. Plugging in the motor, and we want to line it up so that we can get the glass down into the tracks. The one on the left just goes into the track and you tighten it down. The one on the right, there's a hole in the glass, so you need to go ahead and use either an awl or some kind of a punch point to line up the glass so that the hole matches up with the hole on the bracket on the regulator, which is what I'm trying to do right there. Nope. Let's try that again. See, here you get to see my failures and my successes. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask right here on YouTube. I'll get to them within a day or so. Nope, still no. I think we got it. And then we'll tighten down this one too. This one's easier. In the event, and it probably won't happen, that the window goes too far in or out, you can loosen the 9/16 bolts on the bottom and adjust the nuts back or forth to move the glass back or forth. It usually lines up pretty quick. A little bit of WD-40 on the channel on the side over there is a good idea. I'm going ahead and putting it up, and I'm going to put the panel on just to test it for a minute. I just want to make sure that that it lines up with the back door. We're not ready to finish this off yet, but I want to just test it out. And before I do anything, I'm going on the other side to open the other window to make sure I don't lock myself out of the car. And let's close it. And then what I'm looking for is, does the glass do that extra little jump up, which it should. If that's a problem, you can reset it by holding your finger on the button for about 10 or 20 seconds after the glass is all the way up. And that should reset your automatic. Let's put the speaker back in. Remember to put that cable back onto your handle or you're not going to be able to get out of the car. And remember to plug in the switch, obviously. And put back the 3 screws, 2 in the armrest and 1 behind the chrome handle. And I thank you for watching. And again, if this was beneficial for you, go ahead and like the video and ask any questions you like. Have a great week. Thank you.